So you finally got them to sit the meeting, hey? Well, today I'm going to be giving you the 5 questions that you need to be asking at the start of any discovery call, any meeting when it comes to selling, okay? These 5 questions will change the way that you look at sales. They might feel a little bit awkward to start with, but I'm going to break them down and they're going to give you an idea of how to really steer the ship so that you're in control. The first one is my favourite. Expectations. What are your expectations? What would you like to have happened by the end of the call? This is putting it all on them. They're going to talk about their expectations and how they see the conversation moving forward. So let's say, for example, I say, what are your expectations? And they say something like, well, I want to understand how it works, why it works, the pricing, okay. And if we do all of that, what would you like to happen next? We're steering them in a direction that will give us a clear outcome at the end. And that is your job as a salesperson. Clear outcomes, qualification, disqualification. So these next 3 questions could typically be grouped up together. So I like to call them the house rules. Okay, if we get to the end and you think it's not what you had in mind, it's far too expensive, or you'd never trust a bloke that's wearing a yellow shirt, are you happy to say it's a no? Yeah, of course. People love upfront honesty. Yeah, of course. Okay, if we get to the end and you think that there is some potential here, are you happy to discuss next steps? Notice that I didn't say, are you happy to buy today? I said, are you happy to discuss next steps? Yeah, absolutely. And if we get to the end and it's maybe, think it over, are you happy to just decide that it's a no and we can leave it there? Yeah. So we know that by asking those 3 questions at the start of the call, we're going to get to the end and it's either going to be next steps or a hard no. And your job as a salesperson is just to be in control of what you can actually control. Any maybes, I'll think it over, I'll go away and I'll come back to you, that is a no. Qualify hard. And the final question that you want to be asking, we like to call this the patient intake. So you've set your expectations, you know the house rules, and they're set down in front of you. Okay, now imagine I know nothing. Why are we here today? Why are we speaking? You spoke to one of my SDRs. What made you want to have another conversation? We spoke last Wednesday. What made you want to jump on another call? Leave no stone unturned. Tell me everything. And this is where they're really going to start talking about their motivation, their problems, the impact of all of those problems. And then it gets exciting. Then it's time for you to start digging deeper. They're the top 5 questions that you should be asking at the start of every discovery call and every sales meeting. And if you're not doing it, why?